verse 46. Venkat Narasimha Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Please go
Hare
ahead.
Krishna Mataji. Devatir Manushanam Sarisrupa Savirudham Sarvajiva Nikayanam Suryatma Drigusara. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Anjali, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Devatiriyaka Manushyanam Sarisrupa Savirudham Sarvajiva Nikayam Surya Atma Vruk Ishwaraha. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Chitra Mohini, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय देवत्रीय मनुष्याणां सरिसृप सविरुधामा सर्वजीवानिकायानां सूर्य आत्मा दृगीश्वरः। हरे कृष्ण माता।
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Prema, Prananandani, Madhavi, Mataji. Mataji, what is GPC, Prananandani? What is GPC?
Gaurav Purnima challenge, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you.
प्रणाम माताजी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय देवतीर्यक मनुष्याणां सरिसृप सविरुद्धं सर्वजीवनिकायानां सूर्य आत्मा दृक् ईश्वरः। हरे कृष्ण माताजी। थैंक यू माताजी।
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Shubha Rao Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Then,
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Devatir Manishyanam Sarisrupa Virudham Sarvajivanicayanam Surya Atma Drugishwaraha. Hare Krishna.
thank you, Krishna. Madhumai Krishna Kant Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, प्रणाम माताजी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय देवतिर्यं मनुष्याणां सरिसृपा सविरुधानां सर्वजीवनिकायानां सूर्य आत्मा दृगीश्वरः। थैंक यू माताजी। हरे कृष्ण।
Vijay Kumari Mataji, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, प्रणव माताजी। ओम भगवते देवत्रियन मनुष्याणां सरिसृप सविरुधां सर्वजीवनिकायानां सूर्य आत्मा दृक् ईश्वर। हरे कृष्ण माताजी। थैंक यू माताजी।
Krishna. Usha Devati Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, प्रणाम माताजी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय देवतेव्यान् मनुष्याणां सरिष्प सविरुधां सर्वजीवनिकायानां सूर्य आत्मदृक् ईश्वरः। थैंक यू माताजी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you. Repti Ratnangi Mataji. Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय देवतीयन्य मनुष्याणां सरिस्मृता पशवीरुदां सर्वजीवननिकायानां सूर्य आत्मा दुर्गेश्वरः। हरे कृष्ण माताजी।
Thank you. Madhumati Vilasni Mataji, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, दंडवत प्रणाम माताजी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय देवतीर्यक मनुष्याणां सरीसृप सविरुधां सर्वजीवनिकायानां सूर्यात्मा दृगेश्वरः। थैंक यू माताजी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Krishna. Pushpa Yashomati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, प्रणाम माताजी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय देवत्रियन् मनुष्याणां सरिसृप सविरुतां सर्वजीवनिकायानां सूर्य आत्मतृप्तीश्वरः। हरे कृष्ण माताजी। थैंक यू माताजी।
Devatiryan Manusyanam Sarishva Savirudham Sarvajivanikayanam Surya Atmadrik Ishwaraha. Deva of the demigods, Tiryak, the lower animals, Manushyanam and the human beings, Sarishripa, the insects and the serpents, Savirudham, and the plants and trees, Sarvajiva Nikayanam, of all groups of living entities, Surya, the sun god, Atma, the life and soul, Drik of the eyes, Ishvara, the personality of Godhead. Translation by His Divine Grace Prabhupada. Jai Ki Jai. All living entities, including demigods, human beings, animals, birds, insects, reptiles, creepers, and trees, depend upon the heat and light given by the sun god from the sun planet. Furthermore, it is because of the sun's presence that all living entities can see, and therefore he is called Drig Ishwar, the personality of Godhead presiding over sight. Purport by His Divine Grace Prabhupada. Prabhupada Ki Jai. In this regard, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, Surya Atma Atma Veno Pashayaha. The actual life and soul of all living entities within this universe is the sun. He is therefore Upasya, worshipable. We worship the sun god by chanting the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhur Bhava Swaha Tatsa Vatur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Surya is the life and soul of this universe, and there are innumerable universes for which a sun god is the life and soul, just as the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the life and soul of the entire creation. We have information that Vairaj Hiranyagarbha entered the great dull material globe. Vairaj Hiranyagarbha entered the great dull material globe called the sun. This indicates that the theory held by so-called scientists that no one lives there is wrong. Bhagavad Gita also says that Krishna first instructed Bhagavad Gita to sun god, Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavan Aham Avyayam. Therefore, the sun is not vacant, it is inhabited by living entities, and the predominating deity is Vairaj or Vivaswan. The difference between the sun and earth is that the sun is a fairy planet, but everyone there has a suitable body and can live there without difficulty. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of 5th canto, 20th chapter, Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Studying the Structure of the Universe. Om Agyan Timirandasya Gyananjan Shalakaya Chakshuranmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadavahira Tadakti Sapadantikam. He Krishna Karna Sindhu Din Bandhu Jagat Pate Gopesha Gopika Kantha Radha Kantha Namastite Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishpanuste Devi Pranamami Hari Priya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pisthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishwashnivadi Paschatya Deshatarine. All living entities, including demigods, human beings, animals, birds, insects, reptiles, creepers, and trees, depend upon the heat and light given by the sun god from the sun planet. Furthermore, it is because of the sun's presence that all living entities can see, and therefore he is called Drig Ishwar, the personality of Godhead presiding over the sight. I think the next chapter is about the movement of the sun, right? After studying the structure of the universe, what is the next chapter called as? The movement of the sun. Yeah. So this is the bridge that Sukdev Goswami Prabhupada is ending the chapter by giving the importance of sun in the last few verses. And this verse basically concludes the importance of sun. Like that, if somebody says that everything is independent of everything, we can say that how Krishna is intricately controlling, and the plan and the management is so perfect. So if there is a plan and management, it means that there is which is so perfect. It means that there is a brain behind this which is so perfect, right? And if there is a brain, that means there is a personality. So even after the deductive, analysis of the structure of studying the structure of the universe or structure of our body, we have to get this impression that there's got to be someone. We may not know who that is, but it cannot be just light. Right? It cannot be just like, coming from sky. It's got to be, the arrangement is done by the brain, and brain is possessed by a person, and this brain is not an ordinary brain. Now, one sun and is giving energy and life to all these living entities in each and every universe. That's amazing. It's so powerful. When it gives life, So it is written in the Vedas, right, that if there is a sickness, then one should worship sun god. Of course, for everything go to Krishna, but it gives total sense that because the life-giving planet is sun, so in case of an illness, that sun god can actually cure our illness and give us the health back. But does that mean, is Krishna encouraging that go and worship sun? No. Is he saying disrespect the presence of sun? No. But what is he saying? Understand who is who. Okay. It is very important. It is very important in our life in general. And it becomes even more apparent by studying the scriptures. Then one needs to have a proper understanding of who's who in our life, including our importance in others' life. Right? Like the Krishna has given this arrangement that I am a living entity, I'm part and parcel of Krishna, and I'm marginal potency. But in the marginal potency also, there are so many gradations. Some of them are living in the hellish planet, some of them are living on the earthly planet, some of them are living in the heavenly planet. But they are marginal potencies. Even demigods are marginal potencies. They can be inside or outside of Krishna's spiritual energy or material energy. We can choose. Okay. So, but depending on the kind of choice that I'm making, my gradation or my position in respect to Krishna's service will be decided. It depends on my choices. And my choices will depend on my understanding. And understanding what and who's who. Sun God is the inference is that every universe has one sun. You know, there are millions and millions of planets in every universe, but there's only one sun. And there are so many planets or so many universes, for to say. So there are so many suns in that way. This is not the only sun. But the one sun for so entire universe is a very powerful thing. The same sun which is rising here is going to be rising in all the other islands. Just think about it. Just like sitting in your, wherever you're situated, think that Earth is in Jambu Dweep Varsha, right? Is it Jambu Dweep Varsha? Earth is in Jambu Dweep Varsha. Okay, and then there are total 7 Varshas, and each Varsha has so many subdivision, and the same sun is shining everywhere. Just imagine like how potent it is. The thinking about it gives like, oh, this is like so powerful, and I'm so small. So Prabhupada is elaborating in the purport that we worship sun god by chanting the Gayatri mantra. This is the first Gayatri which I think everyone universally knows. Just a matter of 2nd to 7th Gayatri that the Guru gives. Of course, first Gayatri also Guru gives. So we are worshipping Tat Savitur Varenyam. What does it mean? So is this eye of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So sun is representing the eye of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And through that eye, because Krishna's eye, now you tell me, have you ever had, or have you ever given a look to someone, or have you ever had been looked by someone? Probably when we were small and our parents looked at it, and we could make out what was the emotion. You know, the way we were looked at, we could make out what is the emotion. Yes? If you look at someone with a lot of love or a lot of frustration or anger, you could just by the look and not using the words, can you make out?
Yes.
Yes, Mother.
Yes.
Or if you have looked at someone like that, then they can make out. Like, don't they say, why are you looking at me like that?
Yes.
Yes.
This happens when people are driving on the road and there is a road rage. So they look at each other, they just cross looks. Just by the look, so much of, information is conveyed, and the other person makes out what kind of an energy is being exchanged. Yeah? Yes or no?
Yes. Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
So now tell me, this is Krishna, sun and moon are considered Krishna's vision. This is how Krishna looks at us in the material world. So what will be that look made of for each and every living entity? Will it be made of, or will it convey Krishna's resentment, Krishna's love, Krishna's anger? What will it be if it's coming from Krishna?
Krishna's love.
Yes, Krishna's love only,
Love,
Mataji.
Mataji.
I am there for you.
Krishna's love, right? Krishna's
Yes.
unconditional love.
Yes.
I can find no reason why the Supreme Personality of Godhead will love me when I have gone so against him. Right? No reason, but he's finding no reason for not loving us. And I find no reason for him to love me, and he finds no reason for not loving. You see, so and of course his thing prevails, right? His verdict, final verdict is from Krishna. His verdict prevails. And I have to just surrender on to accepting that particular love for the from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So something which is being made and is called as a vision of the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be short of love for us. Okay, that is why it is so nurturing. Krishna has not made anything. Can you think of anything in the creation from whatever we have read so far where Krishna has created something which is not for our benefit and which is actually meant to take us away from him? Anything or any situation?
No, Mataji.
Mataji.
Or any, problems that we face in our life, any obstacles, any illnesses, setbacks, losses, are these, because without Krishna's sanction, it's not going to happen. So can you think of any of those situations? Like, think of it in your heart. Okay, think from the heart, not from the head. Is that Krishna has created this, and I just said that Krishna has all the reason to love us, and we might have all the reason to think that why will he love us? But he has all the reason to love us because it's unconditional. He's not putting conditions. We are the one putting condition to the reciprocation. So will Krishna create anything in our lives for us, even when we are materially conditioned, which will be an impediment to go to him? Anything? Tell me.
No, Mataji. Nothing is an impediment.
Okay, but then why are we so? Anyone else? Okay, thank you, Mataji. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Whatever is happening in our life, there is a meaning in it, because Krishna doesn't give just like that, because he wants us to understand something through that. So that knowledge we have to get it from Krishna, saying, for what purpose you have given this? Let me know about it.
Okay, so nothing is an impediment. So basically you're saying nothing is an impediment.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Due to our karma, Mataji.
Yes,
Mataji. Forgetfulness only, and because we don't want to give any importance to Krishna, we think that we are the angels. For that, we think that if anything that's favorable.
No, Mataji, no, stick to the answer. My question is, you're saying how, when, what, but my question is anything that we go through in our life, anything, sickness, health, happiness, distress, sadness, joy, is it impediment to go to Krishna? I can only go to Krishna when I am joyful, and I cannot go to Krishna when I'm sad.
No,
is there anything?
No, Mataji. No, Mataji.
Okay.
Nothing is impediment.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. Krishna.
Every adversity is an opportunity.
Okay, so basically there is no impediment.
No.
Okay. I want all of you to remember this because we are having this discussion. Okay, and then there is going to be reverses. We are in a material world, which is the ocean of nescience. And in ocean, there are going to be high tides and low tides. We cannot check it. It is going to be there. But then, am I able to maintain my equanimity? And to the degree that I'm able to maintain my equanimity is going to decide my growth from Shraddha to Nishtha. Okay, it's a lot depends on us. Now, Krishna, Sukdev Goswami has given this whole description of the sun planet, and who actually sun planet is not vacant. Sun planet is also ruled by Vivaswan, and they're living entities whose bodies are made of fire, and they are able to live there comfortably. Like we are living on Earth planet, where Earth is the most predominant element. So our body, most of the element is Earth. So we are suitable. Or our fishes are living in water, so their body is suitable to live in the water. Like that, Krishna has made arrangements everywhere. But no matter what arrangement or so many complexities are intertwined in creating this material universe, I wanted to get to the bottom of the purpose, because here the main important thing that stood out to me is that sun planet is giving life. Okay, that means Krishna's eyes are supposed to give us life. Okay, it means that we are supposed to be actually under that loving shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And if there is any way we can remember that 24/7, and whatever blocks are coming, whatever impediments we are carrying in our mind, if we can get released from those and see the things that they actually are through the eyes of the Shastras, our life's purpose will become more and more clear. Hey, there is a lot of haziness in the material world. Our visions get very hazy. We get a lot of like distractions, and then we feel obligations. And those obligations stop us from going to Krishna. Oh, I have to give up my family life. So I'm obligated to stay here. Oh, I have to give up my varna or ashram. I have to. So you see, but we just said that nothing is an impediment. So stay with that. Nothing is an impediment. Even the presence of sun god watching above us every day is not an impediment. Even sun god wants us to go to Krishna because they're giving us health. And the meaning of the health is to go to Krishna. Take the right step. Do the right thing. And the only right thing in the material world is to go to Krishna. I'm not saying that ignore everything or become a bitter person. Actually, when we actually are going to Krishna, we become very loving, right? What is that? Tyakta turnam ashesha mandilapate. Who knows the prayer to 6 Goswami? Tyakta turnam ashesha mandilapati. Prabhupada explains this. Tyakta turnam ashesha mandilapati. Mandalapati means the head of the group. Mandal, right? The pati means head. So turnam ashesha. Even the 6 Goswamis, they were Goswamis, okay, they're sannyasis. Of course, they never took sannyas formally, because sannyas, when somebody takes, they wear orange, right? And our sannyasis, 6 Goswamis, are wearing what color cloth? What color cloth are they wearing?
White.
They're wearing white. So one can question that Goswami, why they didn't take the sannyas, why they're not wearing orange? Because of the humility. Because they thought that they're not capable of doing that. But anyhow, okay, they are so elevated, exalted, and totally merged in Krishna consciousness. But Turnavashesha Mandalapati. But Prabhupada said that whichever village they were living in, the villagers felt so much attachment to the Goswamis that even if the husband and wife in the village will fight, they will go to the Goswamis and they will help. Goswamis will help to solve the problem. Okay, so there's so much compassion. It's not that, okay, I've become Krishna conscious now, I am becoming a pure devotee, so I don't have anything to do with your family life. No. In fact, we see that so many times the pure devotees come and intervene in the life of a devotee, and even if it is a family. Like we have example of Dhruva Maharaj, right? Narad Muni did not tell Dhruva Maharaj to take sannyas, even though he said that to Daksha's 5,000 sons and then 10,000 sons. But Narad Muni never said that to Dhruva Maharaj. Right? We hear all this. So the arrangement, yes, there is going to be high tide and low tide. Yes, because we're not supposed to get comfortable here. But the arrangement is such that there is every opportunity to go to Krishna every moment. The only thing is, do we have that kind of an inclination to see this universe like that? Or am I looking at in this particular place where I am with the inclination to what can I get? Conditioned soul looks at it like, what can I get? What is my benefit here? What can I get? I will go to this because I can get profit like this. There's a transactional relationship with the material world. But if it becomes the actually the transactional behavior is transformed into the mood of service, what can I give to become Krishna conscious? Then that will make one more compassionate. And Krishna likes compassion. Krishna likes austerity. Krishna pulls us more. We invoke mercy by actually helping other living entity. And that mercy itself gives us more strength to follow the regulatory principles. Because the conditioned soul is very weak. It's weakened, right? That's why there's so much help sent by the acharyas, by God himself. Because we are weak, we cannot do it. Anyway, so understand that the sun god is made by the Supreme Personality of Godhead to help give us the life. And the sun god is a personality, Vivasvan, and there is living entities on the sun, and the sun is compared to the Savitur Varanyam, so the vision of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna sees us through that. So if it is Krishna's vision, then it is not going to be filled with regret or resentment or anger. There's going to be a lot of welcome and love. But depending on if we look at it that way, okay, it all depends on how we look at this world. And because the time is limited. I think I'll stop here and maybe there's some question, reflection, realization, or correction. And we start a very important chapter, a movement of the sun. Am I audible?